As we age, every step matters more than we realize. Many seniors in the United States know how one small fall can change daily life, making walking around the house harder, limiting trips to the store, or creating fear about going outside. Even a simple slip can take weeks to heal, and that fear of falling can quietly take away confidence and independence. In this video, I'm going to talk to you in a straightforward, easy-to-follow way about habits that can help you walk safely and steadily. These are not exercises or complicated routines. They are simple walking habits recommended by physical therapists who work with older adults every day. They're gentle on your body, they don't cost anything, and you can start using them immediately, right where you are. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. It helps us feel like one community here, learning together and supporting one another. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Point 1. Head position awareness. One of the most important things to pay attention to as you walk is where you place your head. Many seniors don't realize how much influence the head has on the rest of the body. When your head drops forward and your eyes stay glued to the ground, your shoulders follow, your back rounds, and your whole posture slowly leans ahead of your center of balance. It feels like you're being careful, but in reality, this forward shift makes you less steady and more likely to trip. I understand why so many older adults walk with their heads down. You want to see what's right under your feet. You want to make sure you don't miss a step or bump into something small. But looking down the entire time actually works against your body. It prevents you from seeing what's coming a few feet ahead, and it changes the way your weight sits on your hips and legs. That creates tension, shorter steps, and a higher chance of stumbling. A helpful approach that physical therapists often recommend is the 20-80 rule. It's simple. About 80% of the time, keep your head and eyes facing forward. Let your gaze settle on a spot about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. This keeps your posture upright and your balance centered. The other 20% of the time, you can glance down, but only with your eyes, not your whole head. Your eyes can check the floor quickly without pulling your neck and shoulders forward. At first, this adjustment might feel strange, especially if you've spent years walking with your head lowered. But with gentle practice, your body starts to respond. Point 2. Arm swing rhythm. Many people think walking is all about the legs, but your arms play a much bigger role than most seniors realize. When your arms move naturally with your steps, they act like small stabilizers that help balance your body. This gentle swinging motion keeps your upper body relaxed and supports a smoother, safer stride. But as we get older, this natural arm swing often fades without us noticing. Stiff shoulders, arthritis, years of carrying bags in the same hand, or simply being afraid of falling can all cause the arms to stay tense and still. When your arms stop moving, your walk becomes tighter and more rigid. The body tries to protect itself by locking up, but that stiffness actually makes balancing harder. A still upper body puts more work on the legs, and that can make every step feel heavier or more tiring. Restoring a natural arm swing is one of the simplest ways to help your balance improve. To bring this habit back, you don't need strong muscles or long exercise sessions. You only need a little awareness. As you walk, allow your elbows to bend softly. Don't force anything or try to swing your arms dramatically. Just let them move gently with your steps. When your right leg moves forward, your left arm should swing forward. When the left leg steps, the right arm follows. It's the same pattern your body learned when you first began walking as a child. If this feels unfamiliar, try practicing in a safe place like your kitchen or living room. Stand near a counter for support if needed, and march lightly in place. Notice how your arms naturally want to join the rhythm of your steps. Even a few minutes of this practice can help your body remember its old balance. Point 3. Heel-to-toe walking. One of the strongest foundations of safe walking is the way your foot meets the ground. Many seniors don't realize that their walking pattern changes slowly over the years. Instead of rolling through each step from the heel to the toe, a lot of older adults start placing the whole foot flat at once, or sometimes even landing on the toes first. It might feel easier in the moment, especially if your legs feel tired or your balance feels unsure, but this small change actually increases the risk of tripping and stumbling. The natural pattern, heel first, then roll through the middle of the foot, then push off with the toes, works like a built-in shock absorber. It protects your joints, keeps your weight centered, and helps your legs move smoothly. When this pattern is lost, the steps become shorter, the toes drag more easily, and the whole body starts to feel tense. Many seniors begin shuffling without even noticing, and that shuffle makes small obstacles like rugs, edges, or uneven ground much more dangerous. The reassuring part is that your body remembers this motion. You just need to remind it gently. One simple way to practice is to walk slowly across a safe, open area in your home. As you take each step, focus on placing your heel down first. Don't force a big movement, just let the foot naturally roll forward. If it helps, try walking barefoot on a carpet or soft surface. That extra sensation under your feet makes it easier to feel each part of the step. You might feel awkward the first few minutes, especially if you've been walking differently for years. That's perfectly normal. With a little patience, your feet begin to follow the heel-to-toe rhythm again. Point 4, foot position, slight outward angle. Another simple but very helpful habit for safer walking is the way you position your feet. Many seniors don't pay much attention to the angle of their feet when they walk, but it has a big effect on balance and stability. As we age, some people begin turning their feet inward without realizing it, often because they feel unsure on their feet or their hips are getting weaker. But walking with the toes pointed inward can make the legs feel unsteady and increase the chance of tripping. A better and more natural position is to let each foot point slightly outward, not too much, just a gentle angle. This small outward turn helps your hips open up and gives your body a wider, more stable base. Think of it like standing with confidence instead of standing tight and narrow. With your feet slightly outward, your legs can support your weight more evenly, and your side-to-side balance becomes stronger. It also reduces heel drag and helps your toes clear the ground more smoothly. You don't need to exaggerate the angle. A big outward turn can make walking uncomfortable. Instead, aim for a gentle natural position. The goal is simply to avoid the inward turning that many seniors fall into without noticing. One helpful way to practice is to walk a few slow steps in front of a mirror or look down just briefly before you start walking. Notice whether your toes are pointing inward. If they are, gently adjust them outward before you begin. Point 5, knee flexion. Keep a gentle bend, never walk with locked knees. One of the quiet mistakes many seniors make while walking is keeping their knees too straight. When the knees lock, even for a moment, the whole body becomes stiff. Your legs lose their natural ability to absorb shock, and the movement turns into a rigid, almost mechanical step. This stiffness can throw off your balance, make walking more tiring, and increase the chance of your knee giving out unexpectedly. Many older adults do this without realizing it because it feels like the safe way to stay steady, standing tall with firm legs. But in reality, locked knees make you less stable, not more. A slight bend in the knees is far safer. This gentle flexion allows your legs to move smoothly and adapt to whatever surface you're walking on. It helps your body stay centered and gives you better control if you need to correct your balance quickly. When the knees stay soft, the muscles around them, your thighs, hips, and calves, work together in a natural way, supporting every step you take. Think of it like a car driving with good suspension. The small bend acts as your body's built-in shock absorber. To practice this, stand near a counter or sturdy surface and simply feel your knees. If they're tightly straightened, unlock them just a bit, not a deep bend, just enough to feel softness in the joint. Take a few steps forward like that, noticing how much smoother and lighter your walk feels. Many seniors tell me that once they learn this, they suddenly realize how stiff they used to walk without noticing. This gentle bend also helps prevent the knees from snapping back while walking, something that can cause discomfort and instability. Keeping your knees soft protects the joints, reduces pressure, and lowers your risk of stumbling. Point 6. Smaller steps for better stability. Many seniors grow up hearing that taking big steps means you're walking strongly and confidently. But as we get older, our bodies work differently. Large steps can actually make us less secure on our feet. When you reach too far forward with your foot, your weight shifts backward for a moment, and that tiny shift can make you feel unsteady. If the floor is slippery, uneven, or changes suddenly, a long step gives you less time to react. That's when accidents happen. Smaller steps keep your weight centered and your body balanced. With short, gentle steps, your feet stay closer to your body's strongest point, right underneath you. This helps your hips and knees support you better. It also gives your brain more time to sense the ground and adjust your balance. Even your toes lift more easily when the steps are smaller, reducing the chance of dragging or catching your foot on something. One simple way to practice this is to walk normally for 10 seconds and count how many steps you take. Then do another 10 seconds with slightly shorter, quicker steps. If the number goes up a little, that means you're using smaller, safer steps. You're not trying to walk faster, it's about staying stable. You'll notice your body feels lighter, and your stride feels smoother. This adjustment is especially useful if you use a cane or a walker. Big steps can pull you forward and make the device feel like it's slowing you down. Smaller steps work with the cane or walker instead of against it, helping you stay more controlled and steady. Point 7. Core strength, building the center that holds you steady. When most people think about balance, they imagine strong legs or steady feet. But real balance actually begins in the middle of your body, your core. This includes the muscles in your stomach, lower back, and hips. These muscles act like the foundation of a house. If the foundation weakens, everything above it feels shaky, no matter how strong the walls are. Many seniors experience wobbling, leaning on furniture, or feeling tired after a short walk, and they assume their legs are the problem. But very often, it's the core quietly losing strength. The good news is you don't need heavy exercise or a gym to strengthen your core. In fact, small daily habits can make a real difference. Think of your core as a steady support system that helps you stay upright, keeps your steps controlled, and gives you better posture. When your core is strong, every movement feels easier, getting out of a chair, stepping onto a curb, or standing in the kitchen. One simple exercise you can do anytime is to gently pull your belly inward, not holding your breath or sucking in hard, just a soft tightening. Try it while washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or even sitting on the couch. Hold the gentle tension for a few seconds, then relax. These tiny moments add up throughout the day and help wake up your core muscles. Another useful habit is to lift one foot an inch off the floor while standing near a counter for support. Hold it for a few seconds, then switch to the other foot. This exercise strengthens your hips and improves balance without straining your body. As your core gets stronger, you'll notice you stand straighter, your steps feel more secure, and you don't wobble as easily when you turn or change direction. A steady core gives you confidence in your everyday movement, helping you stay active and independent. Even a little daily effort goes a long way. Point 8. Floor awareness and transitions. One of the easiest ways to lose balance isn't a big obstacle, it's the small changes you don't expect. A rug edge, a shiny tile, a doorway threshold, or even a patch of shadow on the floor can throw you off for just a moment. As we get older, our eyes and brain take a little longer to process depth and texture. That tiny delay is normal, but it can be enough to make a simple step feel unsteady. Many seniors say they didn't see it coming, and that's exactly why this habit matters. Floor awareness simply means giving your body a second to understand the surface beneath you. If you walk from carpet to tile, or from a wooden floor to a rug, your feet need a brief moment to adjust. One helpful trick is to quietly name the surface in your mind as you walk: carpet, tile, step down, rug. It may feel strange at first, but this little mental cue helps your brain prepare your body for the change. Your steps become more controlled because your mind knows what's coming. Shiny floors deserve extra attention. They can look safe, but they may be slick or create reflections that confuse your depth perception. The same goes for walking from a bright area into a darker hallway, or from sunlight into shade. Your eyes need a second to adjust. Give them that second. Just a short pause can prevent a stumble. If you wear bifocals, be especially careful when looking down while stepping off curbs or stairs. The lens shift can distort the floor, making it seem closer or farther than it really is. Instead of dropping your head, tilt your eyes downward slightly and take your time. Point 9. Using support wisely, not constantly. Many older adults feel unsure about using support tools like canes, walkers, or even holding onto sturdy furniture around the house. Some believe it makes them look weak. Others worry they'll become dependent on the support and lose control of their walking. But the truth is very different. When used the right way, support doesn't take away your independence, it protects it. It allows you to move with confidence instead of hesitation. The key is to use support wisely, not constantly, and to understand how it actually helps your body stay steady. Support should act like a safety net. Think of it as a quiet partner that you lean on only when your balance feels uncertain. For example, if you feel wobbly when getting out of bed, placing a steady chair or bedside handrail nearby can guide you safely into a standing position. This isn't weakness, it's smart planning. The same goes for hallways. Clearing a path and keeping one strong, reliable object within reach is safer than grabbing random furniture that might shift or slide. When it comes to canes and walkers, technique matters. A cane should be held on the side opposite your weaker leg. This helps keep your stride even and balanced, reducing stress on your hips and knees. A walker should always move slightly ahead of you, but never so far that you're reaching for it. Short, centered steps keep you in control. You don't have to rely on support every moment. Just use it when it gives you stability and peace of mind. And if you're unsure whether you're using it correctly, a physical therapist can show you proper technique in just 1 or 2 short sessions. When you choose support wisely, you're choosing safety. You're choosing to stay active, keep your independence, and move through your home or community with confidence instead of fear. Sometimes the smartest step you can take is the one you take with a little help by your side.